Hey everybody, I'll be right there. Just hang on one second. Make sure that I'm in the right. Hang on. I'm going to clear up some stuff because I'm sick of this back and forth crap that has just been going on. And I'm sick of people playing victims that are not victims, that actively needle and needle and needle and needle someone, okay? And then get upset when that person says enough, okay? And that's exactly what has been happening, and it's wrong, and I'm going to show you exactly what it is. So, okay? And I'm going to show you the whole thing, not a little snippet of a conversation that's being used out of context, okay? I'm going to show you the whole thing, and I'm going to explain how that little snippet was taken, where it was posted, who asked for it, who decided to use a private conversation like this, because it's the same person that's playing the victim. Let me just get to my stuff here because I want to make sure that you can hear me every time I go in there, and then I start talking and then you can hear me. And if I'm seem aggravated, I am aggravated, okay? Last night, after I signed off, we had a meeting, and we're going through some of the things that were done while I was gone. I didn't even know about this little ditty until after I signed off. Okay? I was upset about something else, had nothing to do with that. And then I find out from one of my moderators that someone posted, okay, and I'm going to tell you all. It's the, let me just have to get to the chat and make sure you can hear me, because I'm not going to just sit here and waste my time. I have not slept. I've slept about it. I don't even know if I slept an hour in the chair. When I got off of our MARV meeting, it was almost 7 o'clock in the morning. And Luke had graduation. We had to be at the school at 9:30. So I haven't slept. Then we got home. I don't know what time it was. And I sat in the massage chair, and maybe I fell asleep for 20 minutes if I did. And I've just have all of this crap circling, and all these people trying to create these false narratives that I'm such a mean, heartless person, that I am exploiting the Rusak family, all of this crap, okay? So, let's see who's here. Okay, let me get my phone is on the charger. So let me tell you about what's happening. So when I got off the live last night, I got quite a few phone calls of support, right? And then when I was, okay, we had one creator that was streaming my drive home, okay? If this was anybody else, they would have been like, oh my gosh, my husband is in surgery, my son died, and I am a stress ball, and you're making fun of it. They would have went to town. No, I didn't do that. Okay? Whatever. You want to sit there because you don't have your own content and stream mine and make fun of me? Go on ahead. Okay? But then they have to take it more than that, okay? They're going to call CPS on me. I'm abusive. It's illegal. And then, of course, Bobbity Bob has to show up and say, show where she hit the deer. Go get that video. I didn't even watch this. This is what I'm hearing from my moderator, because I saw the part where she was streaming me driving home. Didn't realize that Bobbity Bob said, go get the one where she hits the deer. And then they say I was looking at a screen. Your people are nuts. I had it's a dash cam view. There was no one even on. Do you understand that? Do you understand that or not? I couldn't even see chat because it was on a Zoom. And so it was just in front of me. That's all I could see. And I wasn't looking at that. Do you understand? But you're spreading these lies. Go ahead. Call the state police. Go ahead. Call CPS. Like I said last night, no. Because no, I'm not, Darren. And it's always people that I've never seen before come in and say, oh, don't call attention to this. I have to question who sent you in here. I am going to call attention to it. I am going to call attention to it because I'm sick of it. Okay? Because there's another narrative going around. So, now, for about, I'll tell you what I did ignore. You want to hear what I did ignore? 3 different channels for however long I hit that deer. Maybe 6, I don't even know how long ago it was. Making 3 different channels, making video after video, sometimes 5 or 6 a day. Okay? Bullying, talking about the deer, talking about it like I did it intentionally, that it was distracted driving that did it, when anyone that lives in this area knows those kind of situations are unavoidable. But I didn't say anything, and I ignored it, and you know what? It got worse. It went from 1 channel doing it, to 2 channels doing it, to then 3 channels doing it. So tell me how ignoring it was making it better. It went to 3 channels doing it. Now it's gone beyond that. Now you've got 4 channels doing it. That's the ones that I just know about. Sorry, ignoring it doesn't work. Ignoring it for these people, for these bullies, lets them get worse. Lets them get worse. Okay? Now, there is a creator playing a victim right now. I'm taking down my channel. That bad mommy ramblings. Let's call what you're doing, okay? The channel that's doing this is the one that asked Loopy Lisa, and this has been confirmed through Loopy Lisa herself. That channel creator asked Loopy Lisa for my private conversation with Loopy Lisa. Okay? She took that private conversation and had that private conversation, and it was posted in a White Tiger Discord group. And White Tiger, along with Casbat, What Big Eyes, the Animal News Network, have been bullying me through these little, you would say, harmless videos, except they're getting worse. And then they were going tick-tock, tick-tock, and saying that something big was going to come out. They made accusations that I was in on a scam with J-Bells. I ignored that. It got worse. It gets worse. It just keeps getting worse, and it doesn't stop. Okay? So then, the enemy of my enemy is my friend, right? The enemy of my enemy is my friend. So now, Casbat, teaming up with Hello Starlight, who took my ride home and posted it to 2 different videos, putting my name in there because she can't get views otherwise, okay? She made 2 different videos because she needed more views. How, you know, I mean, it's so obvious. It's embarrassing that you have to do that, but that's what you guys have to do. But those are my videos. Okay? That's my drive home. My children are in the car. So you want to make fun? That's okay, right? If somebody did that to you, you'd be the first one to say, oh, we're being bullied, right? But it's always okay because I'm the bigger channel. Because I'm the bigger channel, you think you get away with everything. And when somebody pushes back, you cry victim. I'm going to self-harm, or I'm going off YouTube, or I'm going to delete my channel, and there's that MRB, that big, big, big bully. Nobody is bullying you. You guys are the perpetrators of all of this hate. All of it comes from you. You post people's private conversations. And Casbat, you know what you used to always say? You'd say the lowest of the low do stuff like that. But you certainly did it. Not the first time either, right? You made, let's call a spade, because you were angry at J-Bells. Okay? And because we never came out publicly with what your behavior was, we tried to spare your feelings. Okay? We tried to spare embarrassment for you. But no, you just said, how could you believe what she was saying? Now, I'm not going to embarrass you now, but you know darn well how we believed what J-Bells was saying. You know darn well what happened in a mod meeting. You know what happened. You know what happened on Zoom meetings. That's all I need to say. You know why it was very easy. Very easy. Because it was true. There was truth in what she was saying. And you know it. So stop with this. Stop. But then you went on and you made a video. And here was your thing. You took a snippet of something I said, okay, when Gen B was shopping in TJ Maxx, and we saw a British lampshade, and we made a joke. And it just so happened there were at least 3 British people on panel. And we laughed, but you took it and you clipped that I said, because you didn't clip anything above it, you didn't click anything below it. It was a British lampshade. And we said, oh, British are shady, or something like that, meaning the lampshade. You didn't put it in that context at all. You took my little comment and you called me anti-British, which is really a joke since I have so many British friends, right? And you posted it up there because you wanted to slander and lie about me. And you know that. You know that. And then we were supposed to just let you get away with that. Because we have people being timed out. I can't get them back. Yeah, oh, okay. I don't know. Well, then they have to please try to be nice if you want, because I can't get you back if you're blocked. So then you posted about Scooter in there, okay? About a dig to her about the new sheriff in town, and you were the new sheriff in town. I'm sorry you got your feelings hurt, but take some ownership for what happened. You were apologized to. You didn't accept my apology. It wasn't good enough to you, and it would never be good enough to you. I believe I apologized to you 3 times, and you said it was good, and then you said it wasn't good enough. And you would keep wanting more, but never acknowledge why it was so easy to believe what J. Bells was saying about you. And we never brought it out to embarrass you the way you have your deceptiveness towards us. So we let your deceptive videos stay. Okay? your true colors would show, right? And they did. And then you guys got together with one group, split apart. You split your friendship with Loopy Lisa, split. Loopy Lisa left you and White Tiger, right? You spread lies to Sean Hawthorne about her relationship with J Bells. And you said that it was me, right? You said that it was me that said those things. When you know the word fumble was your word. I don't know a fumble aside from football. I don't know what a fumble means the way you used it. In fact, you had to explain it to me, but I'm sure you did not show her those screenshots, did you? So you led this professor. So you can't tell me you're against bullying, because you're not. You're not against bullying. You are for bullying. When those 3 channels were made and they bullied me incessantly, you were there with clapping hands about bullying. That's not what you do. Okay? You bullied incessantly. And what's worse, you knew what you were doing was completely deceptive because it was wrong. Because it didn't happen that way. So, you said I was anti-British. That was a lie. You said the stuff about Scooter. It was all lies. But you wanted to hurt Scooter and I, and you wanted to break apart our friendship. Didn't happen. It didn't happen because she's a true friend, okay? And I'm a true friend. Then we know what you said in emails, and I could have brought out about Lisa, about the other people, right? But I never did. I never did. Because I don't do that. Because someone that does that is a pretty horrible person to even want to be friends with, right? Because even if you go a separate way from your friends, you should keep what they tell you private, okay? It's called being a decent human being, not, oh, you know what? I've broken off with this person, and I think I will deceptively use a snippet of a conversation, which I'm going to let you hear the whole thing in its entirety. Okay? And I'm going to explain the context of it, and I'm going to show you the date of it. Okay. So, you went ahead and you lied to everyone. And then Loopy Lisa left you. Loopy Lisa left you because she could no longer stand by the things you were doing. She left White Tiger because she could no longer stand by the things that she was doing. But you kept that quiet. And then what happened was you guys had no views. So you went to make a bully channel. First, What Big Eyes started bullying, using these talking animals to bully me. And you kept it up. And then when I hit the deer, you guys really kicked it into high gear. And you just kept going, and you added another channel. And then White Tiger started using their channel to bully. Right? But it wasn't getting the views. You guys were losing subscribers. You weren't getting the views because you know why? When all you do is spend your time to rip somebody else down, but try to look like a victim, you can call it karma, you can call it God, whatever you want. When all you do is use your channel for that, and Martha, you know those memes you were putting up that you live each day to rip somebody down or whatever the heck that was and be a mean person? You're miserable inside. All of you are miserable inside. And you want to make everyone else as miserable as you, and you will go through any lengths to do it. Okay? You're miserable inside. And then the other thing that really bothered you more than, and everyone can see it now based on your post today, is my friendship with Sandra Rusak and how you tried to rip that apart, didn't you? Yes. And even now, you write some things in there, right? In your farewell post, that I'm exploiting the Rusaks. You don't agree with what I do with the Rusaks. They're my friends. They're my friends. I'm not an advocate for them. They're my friends, and I truly care about and love them. Okay? Maybe it's hard for you to understand that, but Sandra and I have a connection that we don't want to have. Okay? And maybe, you should hope that you never have that type of connection. Okay? But you should just stop. You should really just stop. Because you have caused so much damage. And it's all you want to do. And then you cry that you're a victim. You asked Loopy Lisa to send you mine and Loopy's WhatsApp conversation, private conversations, and you posted them in a Discord group. You posted them in a Discord group. And what's worse, you then took selective pieces of a conversation between myself, Bella Mac, 2 Scooter, Lisa D, yourself, and Loopy Lisa. And you violated that trust. And what's worse, you manipulated it to make it look like I was the one that said the thing about Sean's relationship with J Bells when you were the one. You didn't think it would come out, right? You were willing to throw away any criminal prosecution of J Bells just to turn Sean against me. And now you say, oh, that's the utmost thing on your plate. So what she did was she went into conversations and she took out that she was the one. She was the one that said J Bells told her something and used the word fumble. I didn't even know what it meant. Bella Mac can tell you, Scooter could tell you, they can show you our conversation. The rest of us have the conversation the way it went down. So you know what, Casbat? You can tell the Rusaks you stand by them and you've been with them, but you know what? There's something you're missing, Casbat. They're looking at how you treat people. Okay? They're looking at how you treat me. The pain you're causing me through lies. And do you think they want to associate with anyone like that? Someone that takes private conversations and spins them around in order to turn people against each other. Do you think they want to be a party to that? So it doesn't matter if you made a video debunking one of AD's theories. There's 100 other videos debunking one of his theories. It's about being a good person, okay? And you're not being a good person. You're a bully. You're a person that lies, okay? And fabricates a narrative and then cries that they're a victim. And that's what it is, okay? Because the WhatsApp conversation that Bella has, that I have, that Scooter has, that Lisa D has, right? And Loopy Lisa all say a very different story than your narrative. You were the one. You were the one that said that about J Bells and Sean. And you know it. And I won't even repeat it because I don't want to go there. But you did. You did. Because you wanted to get revenge. Revenge on us. And that's all you've been consumed with. And that's why your channel isn't going anywhere. Because instead of concentrating on content for your channel, all you're doing is sitting around and plotting revenge. Okay? That's what you've been doing. And you can't get past it. So I'm sorry to say that she took these conversations. Let me go get my phone so I can just explain, and I'll show you, because she's already released them on the internet. And so I'm going to get my phone, which is on the charger, and show this to you. Okay, so a channel run by Hello Starlight. Let me tell you a little bit about Hello Starlight. And I believe the video is still out there on the RDA network, or RDA something. What is it? RDA. And you'll know the right video because my little children, my icon is theirs. And I tried to get that down from YouTube, and YouTube had automated things and didn't take it down. So in a video where they make jokes about my son's death, and Hello Starlight sits on that panel. Yes, Hello Starlight sits right on that panel, and you can see it yourself. Even other creators told her she should have gotten up off that panel, but she sat on that panel while they made jokes. Okay? She sat on that panel, and that's why I was so upset with Hello Starlight. But they won't tell you that. They won't tell you the real truth. They tell you their narrative. She asked me to call her the night after my son died, never telling me she sat on that panel. She denied it. She said she had death threats, that I had to call her. And when I called her, she didn't show me death threats. She said, oh no, it really wasn't that bad. At the time, she wanted to blame Laura. And how do I know this? Because of the way she said her name. Laura. She did that. That's who probably did it. I said, no, I don't think so. I had no beef with them. I didn't really even know who she was, except that she was Marianne T at one point, okay? Then, the reason I was so outraged on Mother's Day is because I saw that video. I saw the video where she sat there when they made jokes about my deceased son, horrible jokes, the most horrible jokes, and she sat there and she wants to talk about being a mother of 2 young children. And you didn't get off that panel. You didn't excuse yourself from that panel. You didn't say, this isn't right, let me go. No, you sat there. You sat there on that RDA panel. And it's still up there, Marianne. It's still up there with my kid's picture on it. But you're spinning it, aren't you, Marianne? Okay? And maybe if you say it enough times, people will forget the truth, right, Marianne? But now you're doing worse. Now you're spinning other people's lies on your Star Punk channel, okay? So you've taken the clip that was a conversation between me and Loopy Lisa. And let me give you the context of the conversation. The first person to tell me about J-Bells was Sean Hawthorne, the PhD. I didn't believe Sean at first. Well, because why? I said she had cancer. I spoke to doctors. What's going on? And because J-Bells was my friend. I was protective of her. She said, I know how you feel. Sean and I had a Zoom. She was in Italy. I was in America. It was December 23rd. So we had a Zoom meeting. And then after the Zoom meeting, I spoke to Loopy Lisa. And Loopy Lisa and I were never close friends of any kind. In fact, I think I spoke to Loopy Lisa once when J Bells was there and she had a seizure, okay? And that was about it, besides passing here and there. I never ever called Loopy Lisa a rambler, as they would like you to believe. Never. Her and I were never close, okay? So, I mean, I didn't hate her. There was nothing there. In the meantime, through J Bells alienating everyone, she told Loopy Lisa that I didn't like her. But she did that with a lot of people. That's how J Bells kept me to herself, okay? She would tell people, don't bother Carolyn, she doesn't really like you. I'll take this to her. She doesn't want to be aggravated with that. That was her way of controlling everything and triangulating people, okay? So I talked to Loopy Lisa. This is what always amazed me. Casbat's biggest thing that she said was that how could everyone just believe what J Bell said? But no one believed it more than Loopy Lisa. Loopy Lisa didn't ask for Casbat to come onto the panel. Who was it? Me. I said to Loopy Lisa, do you think she could have been lying about Casbat? And Loopy Lisa's first words were not good, okay? And they were to the point that, I don't know, I've seen enough behavior that I believe it. I will tell you the truth. I did as well, okay? But I was trying to hope for the best. Truth be told, we all saw very troubling behavior of Casbat's that made it very, very easy to believe what J Bells told us. There's a little bit of truth in what she told us. Sometimes a lot of truth in what she told us. Everything she told us was not a lie. She used real situations, okay? And it was very easy to believe it. So her big thing was, why did everybody believe this? But the only person she never attacked for that was Loopy Lisa. Loopy Lisa got a free pass from Casbat. And that made no sense to us, because if you looked at everything rationally, I was the one that told Loopy Lisa that we should invite Casbat to come and hear about all these things. Loopy Lisa didn't suggest it. I did. So why then is Loopy Lisa was given the pass? She was given the pass over Bella Mac. She was given the pass over Scooter. She was given the pass over Lisa. You know, it was just crazy. How is she given this pass and all of us are the enemy? All of our apologies were not good enough. Okay? We had to give more and more and more. And then every time we thought we apologized some more, if she watched the confession video, then she would go into like another tailspin and say, I can't believe you guys did that. And we'd have to apologize again. Okay? So it was really troubling. And then she made that video. When she made that video, and she deceptively put that anti-British, she said I was anti-British, which was a joke, okay? I had British people vouching for me, and she took that snippet out of context, not with the picture of the British lampshade that we were talking about, and she never ever explained it. And I messaged Casbat and I said, why are you doing this, Casbat? Why are you doing this? And why are you doing this to Scooter when you're lying about myself and Scooter? She wouldn't even acknowledge. See, Casbat doesn't acknowledge. Casbat just blocks people. So they can't say anything to her, and she just blocks people. Just cuts them right out of her life. Like that. Bam, boom, gone. So we said, okay, whatever. She's not going to, that's it. So she banded together with Lisa for a few weeks and White Tiger, and then Lisa split from both White Tiger and Casbat for reasons that she could not stand by the things that they were doing. Now, at that time, they decided to grow White Tiger's channel with rants. And so they used people in order to come on and rant, in which they got the most views they ever got, because normally White Tiger would have 2 to 3 people at a video, at a live. So she conducted these rants. But soon enough, the people that she had ranting against me, so it was okay, they bullied me, they lied, they attacked Scooter, they attacked Nana Patty, they attacked the Ramblers. And they tried to split the Ramblers. And they tried to pit the Ramblers against each other. And that was the purpose of these rants, was to always to destroy, to divide, all of that. And we stood by and we ignored, because they tell you, ignore it. And it got worse. And so there were 2 rants a week. And it got worse. And then they ate each other up. And they spit each other out. And the groups veered off, okay? So then they split again. And then there was another split. And then the ones that were left with Casbat and White Tiger was What Big Eyes. And they started 3 additional channels. So they had What Big Eyes was the first bullying channel. And then they had, they opened one called the Animal News Network, which they bullied on. And then White Tiger began to bully on her channel. And Casbat was putting things like that anti-British one up there, that Why I'm Leaving the Ramblers, right? Where she lied in there. So we got bullied day after day, sometimes 4 or 6 videos a day, maybe more with 3 of them together. When I hit the deer, it escalated to all-time highs. And for the last 2 weeks, she's been making videos, Martha and the other ones, about this connection to J-Bell. So this was their new thing. This was their new deception. Let's bring Carolyn down by saying that she was in on the J-Bells thing. How insane is that? Because it wasn't some money-making scam. Okay, that's not what it was. J-Bells wanted my time and attention. She wanted me. Okay? She took my time away from everything. Even took my time away from my grief. It was not a beneficial relationship for me in any way. She sucked the life out of me. So much so that you can go back to my videos. I thought I was going to have a nervous breakdown. I told Jimmy, I said, if something doesn't change, I'm going to have a nervous breakdown, because I can't even sleep at night, because I'm up all night with her, because she has cancer treatments and she's sick and she needs me. And who am I to this terminally ill woman who has maybe a few months left at that I don't stay up with her, okay? And I did. I would get off alive at whatever time it was and stay up with her until she went to the chemo treatments. And she began to use more and more time. And then she wanted private crafting sessions with myself and Lisa D and Scooter and I think it was Bella and I don't even know who else, until I was so frazzled because I was trying to put a tree up and I was trying to get all this stuff done, and I was really losing it, and it was never good enough. That last time that we did that, she acted like a spoiled child, J Bells did, and said, but we didn't even get to craft everything. Well, why the heck couldn't she come up on a crafting session when we did it live? Why did it have to be private for her? But that's how she was, okay? That's how she was. So they want to tie this together that I somehow am connected to J-Bells. Again, it makes zero sense to anyone that knows anything. There was no benefit. There was no money-making scam. You know what? She was bleeding us dry of money. I bought her a doll that she said was a Sasha doll. It's a very expensive doll. It's made in the, like 30 years ago, okay? And it had to be a certain one that she had when she was a little girl. And she told me when she got her fake cancer diagnosis that all she thought about was that doll. And it was taken from her in the Poughkeepsie Children's Home. And so I made it my business to find her that doll. And I got her that doll. And it cost a lot of money. And then, on top of that, it cost over $100 just to send that doll to her in London, on top of what I paid for it. And I did things like that, and Lisa D did things like that, and we sent her things because she was our friend. She was dying. Okay? So there was no benefit who would scam like that and give yourself a nervous breakdown? You'd have to be really stupid to be scamming to get a nervous breakdown, right? But this was their new angle. And if you go back in the little videos they made, it was saying, oh, it's coming now. Wait till the shite hits the fan. It's really going to hit the fan. And then Martha made a video, something like Tale of Two Sisters, where she claims that J Bells and I are in on this. And she thinks she's very clever. She's like 75-year-old plus woman, thinking she's very, very clever by bullying people and lying about them, okay? Because their channels can't grow, and this is what they're doing. And because there's little channels, you say, okay, I'm just going to ignore it. But they keep getting worse, and they keep making more noise. And you see what happens. This is why you cannot ignore behavior like this, because it doesn't get better. It gets worse. So what did they do now? Well, they had to somehow feel like, well, how can we connect Carolyn to J-Bells? They really didn't have a clear way to do that. But they thought, well, maybe we could make Carolyn be a very paranoid person. And then if we make Carolyn be a paranoid person, all the truth that she's bringing out about these channels, all the good that Carolyn's doing, because, see, they don't care about sacrificing. See, they don't care about sacrificing the good things that you may be doing that may be benefiting them or not, because they hate you so much, they don't want anything good to come from you. So anything good a person does, they want to negate it. She didn't want us blowing the whistle on J-Bells or for Sean or anybody else to think we were good people, so she lied and said that I said what I did about J-Bells' relationship with Sean when it wasn't me. Okay? It was Casbat that said it. Bella Mac is here. Other people can vouch for me. We can show you the messages. Casbat said it. Said that J-Bells told her there was a fumble and she thought she was gay. It wasn't me. It was Casbat. But Casbat left those messages out and just sought to destroy all these relationships, okay? And so Bella Mac, Lisa D, and Scooter and I were left in this carnage that she left behind, wondering why she would do this. Why is she such a person that would do something like this? But we had to be, there's nothing we could do. She was just going to be that way. So when Loopy Lisa, and I talked on the 23rd, I told Loopy Lisa, I'm scared, okay? Now, it is normal to be scared when you've had a friend of 2 years, a friend that you've had in your home, a friend that you've sat up with night after night, a friend that was a good friend to you when she was your friend, meaning J-Bells. J-Bells did help me. She helped me research cases. I'm telling you, it was not that she was actually a much better person to me, and that she helped me than was this person that was trying to rip everything apart. So I really was dumbfounded, okay? As was Sean Hawthorne. But Sean Hawthorne took J-Bells back the first time, okay? She took her back. She found out things were not true, okay? And then 6 or 8 months went by before, I think it was before J-Bells even knew me. And Sean went back into another friendship with her. And I will let you know that when all of this came out, the people at the university that we met with, some of them felt sorry for her. After the confession video, they felt sorry for her. I won't name the ones, but they did, and they took her back. And the message that you hear there, that little snippet of the message, thank you, little Miss Shine Brightly, is the message where I am saying, what is going on? How can these people be going back to her and not prosecuting her? How could this be happening? Because we sat in a Zoom meeting with about 12 people from the university that held PhD degrees that were scammed. Now, we're not talking about money again. Some were money, yes. Sean Hawthorne was money, yes, but there was not all money. There was a lot of scamming by using people's experiences in their specialties and then learning about them and using it to create a character in J-Bell's life, okay? But all of these people were outraged when we sat with them. And then a day later, we were trying to get our paperwork filed. We had to file through the FBI in the United States. They had their own process in the UK. And we needed their numbers for their reports. And they weren't forthcoming with them. And we noticed, because we were in a WhatsApp group with them, we noticed they weren't forthcoming. And things were changing. And people were leaving the WhatsApp group, okay? And we're like, what's going on? What's happening? And I started to get really scared because Sean had already taken her back once, remember? And Sean would say, I'm going to send you these pictures or I'm going to send you these emails. And I was giving everything to them. And Sean was not giving me much at all. And whatever she was giving me had the date of May the 4th of 2019. And May the 4th of 2019 is when the whole J-Bell's husband dying happened. And I was saying, why? Oh my gosh, what the heck is going on? Why is this happening? And I was freaking out, okay? Here we go. December 23rd, my first Christmas without my son. I was already on the verge of a nervous breakdown because of J-Bells, okay? I find out on the 23rd she's not who I thought she was, and I find out through a professor, okay, that I meet with that day. And then I speak to Loopy Lisa about it. Now she knew for days and didn't tell us either. So they had time to come to terms with this. This was brand new for me, and it was really hard. And I'm not a person that can fake any relationship. So J-Bells was calling me at that time, and I couldn't answer the phone. She knew something was up. So I would have Jimmy say, oh, just Carolyn's really busy. She's just, she can't come to the phone. She knew what was happening because she started to come into my lives. And you know that she was never here all the time. She'd make a quick little appearance, and then, of course, she was too sick. Well, if you go back to those lives, she would be there from the start to the finish, okay? She was clawing on because she knew something was happening because Sean had already told her and given her an ultimatum, but Sean didn't follow through on the ultimatum because the ultimatum happened in November and told her 2 weeks you tell everybody what's going on or I tell him. But for some reason, J-Bells knew that Sean was not going to follow through with that, so she never told us. And then when she felt me pull away, she knew something was up, but she didn't know exactly that Sean had told me. And I didn't even tell her that because the first time I confronted her was in that confession video with Scooter, okay? So I just, I was reeling. And that, so this phone call, I'm reeling because it makes you question everything ever. This person fooled countless PhDs, ones that she stayed in their house with them, went away with them, okay, all over the place. And I would watch things on scammers after this, and some would pretend they had cancer, some would pretend they had lost a child. Nobody did it to the extent that she did it. And she is an evil genius, is what I would probably call her. Okay? And so I was questioning everything that this woman did. And she used her sickness and the brain tumor. So if there was something she didn't remember right, it's the brain tumor. She told us she was getting vascular dementia. It was horrendous. So here I am facing my first Christmas without my son, and I hear this about this person, and very matter-of-factly, I had a call. And when I found out the university people were taking her back, a couple of the people felt sorry for her after the confession video. So the confession video was on the 26th. And I believe the phone call was on the 27th. And I freaked out. And I said, I don't know what is going on here. And Bella felt the same thing. And so what we did was we were in a WhatsApp group with these people from the university. And we asked them for numbers, and they wouldn't give us numbers. Scooter can vouch for it, Lisa D. They wouldn't give us numbers. Well, where are the police reports? And then people started leaving, right? So we're like, what the heck is going on? And J-Bells told me, Lisa D will vouch for this too, she told Lisa D that the university she worked with wanted to do a research study on the people of YouTube and all the different personality types. And Lisa D, being a professional in that field, was going to write a book about it with J-Bells. And they were so excited to tell me their news. And that was back in like February of 2020, okay? And J-Bells lied that she got this grant and everything to write this book about these personality types on YouTube. And she was constantly talking about that to more than just myself. How there was going to be a study at the university. So when I say to you, thank you, Sandra K, for becoming a Deputy Rambler, that there was a study that we believed was happening. Well, of course we believed it was happening. Lisa D was having meetings with her about these people, okay? They were starting a book together. So, given that information that I had, and then all of these people from the university, there was at least 3 that just bailed off the WhatsApp group. They just left. Then this one took her back, okay? This one that was cooking and cleaning for her and taking care of her took her back, not Sean. Sean did too for a change, but I already discussed that. This is another one, and I have Sean's very own words that this woman took her back because she felt sorry for her. Okay? I don't betray Sean. I have the text. Sean says that, yes, she felt sorry for her after the confession video and she took her back. So, we were all going crazy. And Bella started another group, Bella Mac, because we were so crazed with it. And in that other group were all the people that were crazed with what was going on. And you know who was in there? Casbat, Bella Mac, Lisa D, Debbie Two Scooter, myself, Loopy Lisa. And we all were expressing that we were really, really concerned. What the heck is happening to the people from the University of London there? What's going on? Why are they acting like this? Why aren't they giving us the numbers? It wasn't one person. It was all of us. It was all of us. And I, before we had that group, sent a voice text to Loopy Lisa. And I said, Loopy, I don't know what is, or I called her Lisa. Lisa, I don't know what is going on. I don't know what to believe anymore. I am getting to believe that this could be some sick university social media experiment. Could all of these people be scammers with her? What do you know? What could this be? And that is the clip that you hear. But it's in between me saying, I don't know what to believe anymore. Why are these people doing this? Why are they pulling out of the group? What the freak is going on? But I'm going to play for you, now that you know that context, what they're playing over there on another channel, trying to make you think that I'm a paranoid lunatic. Just pulling this out of my head, okay? They give you no context for this. They are trying to negate everything we've uncovered about the Chris Watts narrative that's been continued by saying I'm paranoid, I'm delusional, I shouldn't be driving an automobile, I should not have my children, they need to call CPS on me. I have screenshots of what was going on in those chats over there, where they were, that they need to mass report the channel to get it down. I'm a paranoid, probably schizophrenic, they called me. Yeah, right, okay. Now, you want to diagnose me with a few more other things? Okay, I'm just going to go to the ones that, I'm going to play the one that they have up there, okay? Which would be my message to Lisa. And I'm going to let you hear this because I'm going to let you hear it all. And she said she doesn't even know what to believe anymore. So I'm going to read my, since they've already released this all over Discord, but I'm sure they've taken out many parts. So I said, this is, let me see what date this is. December 28th. created group, Black Mirror. This is the Black Mirror group, and it says, hello. Someone said, I created this group. I said, I have a bad feeling. Someone else in the group said, I am very uneasy too. I said, I feel like we are part of a university research project. And then I said, let's see, somebody had to add someone else, so that's just about adding someone else to the group. And someone else said, that's why I directly asked for case reference number. It is not confidential in the UK. I said, okay, good. But this hesitation is not good. The hesitation that they weren't giving us the numbers. And Loopy Lisa said that there was someone investigating, so I asked if they found anything. And I asked her to ask the person investigating, can you mention the possibility of a social experiment with this university? And Loopy said, I'm still waiting to hear from them, but I will chase him up and ask. Okay, she didn't say, you're a lunatic, I don't believe this. Okay, she was expressing in voice messages to me, I don't know what to believe anymore. And she goes, you probably don't even believe me at this point, and I don't blame you, okay? Everybody didn't blame everyone. Bella Mack didn't believe me when I told her at first. She kept saying, but wait, I talked to doctor, I saw her. It's a natural thing, okay? But they're making it out because they want to make me paranoid, a lunatic. Okay. Let me get to the Loopies. To get to my messages. Okay. So with Lisa, December 24th. Hi, Carolyn. I hope you're okay after last night. That's when we found out. I just need some information. How exactly did Jay, and that's Jay Bells, end up in your life and get so close to you? It could be important. Now remember, I don't release private messages. These were already released in the Discord by Casbat. I've tried to look at the video of Jay and you, and she said that she couldn't get into it. So then we talked about I had to get her the thing to get into it. And then she said, does it work now? Yes, it does. It's working now. And let's see. Here, I said it here. I am getting so paranoid now that I keep questioning if Sean is part of this. The thing that bothers me is she almost does not want to bring her to justice. Keeps saying she just wants her out of her life. And that's what she was telling me. She said, I just want her out of my life. And I said, but don't you want her prosecuted? I just want her out of my life is what she was saying. Okay. And then she was giving me, she was never coming through with the information she said, never coming through with the police report. I already know she told her when her brother filed a report because her parents gave J Bells $4,000. The police called Sean, and Sean said, no, it wasn't true, and stopped that action against J Bells. This is the first time, and then took her back again. So that's why I'm getting like really nervous. I'm like, what's going on? Why doesn't she want to prosecute her? Why wouldn't she be really angry, right? Then let's see, where was I? It's almost like she doesn't want her brought to justice, keeps saying she wants her out of her life, but why? So she can do this to others? This is all me talking. To Lisa. This is just my chat with Loopy Lisa. I said, I remembered so much stuff, and I think she might be milking at least 3 other ramblers that don't know. I said, I cannot turn a blind eye. Someone gave the last few dollars in their bank account to her for her baby shower. I want her prosecuted. I said, so Sean having these feelings towards her because she said she felt sorry for her, okay, really scares me. I am repulsed by J Bells now. I want to see her in an orange jumpsuit. So much life she stole from me. She traumatized my children. Okay? And then Lisa comes on and says that she doesn't think Sean is any part of this, but that she feels stupid, that she's been taken in. And I think she's worried, considering what she does, people will think she's stupid. She wants her prosecuted too, and I'm sure she will go through with that. I want to see Jay, this is Lisa talking, Loopy Lisa, not Lisa D. I want to see Jay, or whoever she is, pay for this. She has heard an awful lot of peace. None of us deserve this. I think she means people, not peace. She has heard an awful lot of people, it must be. None of us deserve this. I am also repulsed by her. And the more I learn, the more repulsed I am. This is still Lisa talking. I just wish I'd seen it before. I also believe there are others that she is scamming for money. I unfortunately don't know who at the moment. Then I said, can't the cops just be called on her as is, like in the UK? Because Lisa's in the UK. Okay, so I'm saying, can't you guys just call the cops on her as it is? Because she took so much money from Sean. Why can't you just call the cops? I said, being that there was no baby, no husband, no cancer, you can't do anything there? And I said, what about, her baby gifts and stuff? I said, because a few weeks ago, she told me a woman was coming by to collect it all. And after she begged me not to make her return the stuff and kept repeating that it's AJ's stuff. That was the fake dead baby, okay? And Loopy says, yes, I was actually thinking of doing that anyway. Now, let me tell you who told us we couldn't call the police. The other woman in the UK that took her back, she said that her boyfriend worked for the, now Bella could probably tell me which one it was, but some police department over there. And she said, no, he said not to call the police. But that person just happened to take J Bell's back, okay? So then I was getting really concerned. And so Loopy says, yes, I was actually thinking of doing that. I don't know what the investigation is going to bring up on her, but I would say contacting the police is an option now. Definitely for you, as you have given her more. And I said, right, but you guys are there. The USA takes forever to do anything about it. But you guys are right there in the UK, I say. Sean is even saying she might run, meaning J Bells might run. I don't even know where she's living now. Is she still living in the same place? And then Loopy says, yes, I'm going to log it as I'm concerned, not knowing who she is or her background, just in case something happens. I'm going to talk to Sean over the next couple of days after Christmas, and I'm absolutely sure she will prosecute too. And then I said, she has a Zoom set up for tomorrow with the others that we scammed. Okay? And Lisa says, I saw that. I will be there. This is in the very beginning, okay? I said, I just can't pretend anymore. She keeps calling me. Plus, I need to contact others to see if they have given money. Loopy says, yes, she's been messaging me too, but I try to be normal. I was supposed to call her today, but I just couldn't bring myself to talk to her. I said, I also have proof that she planned the whole pregnancy thing. She says, really? I said, yes. And she says, okay, that is exactly what she was doing. She's an absolute scam artist. Now, that pregnancy thing, what I'm talking about is another pregnancy that maybe, I don't know if we told you guys or didn't. I think we did. She made it very well known to me when she was here with me for those 2 weeks that she got her period. It was something she definitely wanted me to know the date of. And I believe, without a doubt, she was going to tell me it was Ray's baby. Because when she called to tell me she was pregnant, Ray had already passed. And she said, I think I have a sign from Ray, but I don't know what to tell you. I don't know if you'll be mad. And I said, why would I be? What do you mean? What kind of sign? And then she said, I'm pregnant. And I said, you are? And she said, but I don't know if you'll be mad. Now, why would I be mad? Okay? She 100% in my mind was going to tell me it was his. But then she got scared that I would be able to say, that never happened, and that Michael would corroborate that never happened, okay? So she got scared, and at the last minute she said it was a work colleague. But as I was thinking that night, I was thinking, no wonder she made such a big deal about the period, because she didn't even talk about stuff like that. So I have messages, and then Loopy agrees with me and says, oh, yes, that's exactly what she was doing. She's an absolute scam artist, and she got away with it for far too long. And then we start talking about this. Let me see if this is the one. Let me see where I am on this one.
Yeah, and just from discussing things from her and seeing and dealing.
Why is this going so fast? Hold on, let me slow this. Hold on, get this to regular.
People like BBT, when they go into panic mode, what happens is there's usually a crisis, okay, that happens. And I'm imagining she's going to end up in the hospital, possibly a stroke, probably lost, her side.
Okay, so what we were discussing there is, and the reason BBT, and who you hear in that other thing, BBT will lie too, but when BBT was being found out, I had her best friend messaging me, telling me that I better stop all this stuff with BBT, because BBT was in the hospital and she wasn't going to make it, and I had better wish on my lucky stars or something that she's going to make it, because I'm going to be in a lot of trouble. And they go to self-harming or whatever, anything to get the heat off of them. So that's what her and I were discussing about what we thought was going to happen next with J-Bells, that she was going to go into this self-harm mode, right? Okay. And then, let me see if this is, just trying to spare you this. Here we are, let me go back. Back. Here's the ones that she played one of these in the cliff. Let me see, I think it's...
I am just, I don't know anymore. I'm telling you, why was her partner in the live chat last night? This partner that doesn't want anything to do with Jen. Nothing.
That's Sean's partner we're talking about.
In the live chat, this sounds like scams before that I've had with Fabric Queen and everything else, where every member of her family started to show up in the freaking live chat. I'm telling you, something is not right here. Why are these people not wanting her prosecuted? And more than that, they won't even answer the question. She's posting all of these photos. Well, her and Jen and everyone else could have gathered these photos like crazy, and they think these are going to satisfy us. They don't have dates on them. They don't have context on them. I'm sorry. I am livid now. I think we're being taken again. Oh my gosh. All of the pictures say May 4th, Lisa. That is when her dying scam started with me. Isn't that a quinky dink? Something is wrong here. Something is wrong. Lisa, I don't actually even know what to think anymore.
Oh, she has, see.
My head is literally blown. It's all over the place. I don't know who to trust. I don't know what to think. I don't know what's going on. But this is what she's done, ultimately. I can give you all my details. I didn't realise that I was, so I can send all that to you. That's absolutely fine. I'll send you my address and everything. And I'm more than happy, as I said to everybody else, I'm more than happy to get her prosecuted. I can't see why. I mean, I spoke to Sian first, and I do believe her. I do. I can't understand why anybody would do all that and give all that information. And she seemed completely genuine. She seems absolutely completely genuine. I think everyone's very frightened. Again, I think everybody's head is blown and everyone's terrified of what she could do, what she could do next, what she could do to them. So I get that. I do get that. But I just don't know anymore, Carolyn. I don't.
Okay, so we all didn't know anymore, okay? Our heads were blown. This is what's going on.
Don't respond in that group anymore. Bella Mack contacted me too. She's feeling highly suspect. We have to get a group together. She's getting it together, I believe, with you, me, Kaz, Lisa D, Debbie, myself. I don't know if I'm missing anyone, but yes, we have to get a group together. There is something going on here. I don't know what it is. I don't have a good feeling with it. I downloaded the damn video. That's the video I wanted. That's her freaking confession. There is something so suspect.
That was another thing. She didn't want to give me the
Said
video.
not to respond in the group for right now.
Sean didn't want to give me the
Lisa,
confession
this is
that
going to sound crazy, but at the same time, Claire and I just feel this is part of a game with the university, not a game, a research project. Genevieve mentioned there was a huge project to study the people on YouTube. Lisa, something is really wrong here.
This is the clip they're playing, only this one.
I feel like the biggest idiot around. This is some kind of a research project or something with them at the university. Genevieve mentioned to me that they were studying, that there was a grant that was approved to study human behavior on YouTube. And I think that's what this is. This is a freaking social experiment. And I am sick to death. I am sick to death that these people are doing this. You don't even know. I want them all prosecuted. I want them all prosecuted. I have literally been sick to my stomach for 3 days. I am so sick of this.
That's the clip that they're playing. That last clip is the clip they're playing without any of the context, without any of the other context. So it's different, huh? When you get the context, right? Okay. It's a little bit different. And then we moved from that to the other group where everyone was highly suspect. Every message was highly suspect. Okay? We were all freaking out. All of us. But of course, they were selective in what they played. That is exactly what is going on there. Okay? So I hope that you can see that. So now that I brought that out and the Muse's video was there and I put what I did about that clip that's on that Starpunk channel is taken completely out of context and you don't even know what preceded it. And they're trying to make me seem like a paranoid person that's just out of nowhere, just, assuming these things. Okay? Not that there's a basis for that and that all of us are feeling like that. Right? No. So tell me, Casbat, why you felt the need, Casbat, to ask Lisa for those messages. Why did you feel the need to put that out there, just that one, without the context before or after, and yet you want to go on there and say, Carolyn's bullying me? No. You are the one. You are the one that's deceptive. You are the bully. You are the harasser. Okay? I'm tired of it. Stop. Just stop it. All of you that are doing this, Starlight, stop. You were on the panel. Stop it. So whatever they are pulling out, it's totally out of context. It doesn't give you the context. If you have any questions, ask them of me. But I want you to understand what's going on. This is a smear campaign against me. This is a smear campaign to negate all the truth that we brought out. Don't believe her about the scripts because she's a paranoid lunatic. Okay? This is all part of the plan. Don't believe Carolyn. She's a paranoid lunatic. I am not anti-British, thank you. I've never been anti-British. I've never been anti-anything. I think I'm a very nice person who embraces all nationalities and races, and I don't do stuff like that, okay? So let's look at this person's behavior. She tried to deceive you that I was anti-British. Now she's trying to deceive you that I am a paranoid person, and she's working with Starlight to do that, somebody that she despised, and then saying she feels sorry for Save Robbie. If you knew the way that this person felt about Save Robbie, and I can show you in messages the things she said about him, for her to say she's feeling sorry for him, that's because she wants to get at me more than she wants to get at Save Robbie, and she knows if she gets Save Robbie on her side in Starlight, they will help her with her hate campaign. I can promise you these idiots couldn't convince us that the grass was green. I just want to, because this is how it came about last night. I said to Scooter after I got off the live, and I talked to Skipper, and I talked to it was Skipper then at the time, and then everybody said they wanted to talk, and so we went into a Zoom. But Scooter and I talked on the phone first, and I said, what the heck is wrong with these people? They're live streaming my ride home, and yeah, my nerves are shot. I'm frazzled. I'm driving in a place where I don't like to drive, and I've said it 10,000 times. I hate driving up there. I hate it because they're constantly doing construction on the roads, and they're constantly changing everything. So I was like, what in the world do they have to make fun of that for with kids in the car? You know, like it's just so stupid. But and she goes, so you don't know about the other thing? And I said, what other thing? And she goes, well, they're trying to make you sound like a paranoid lunatic, and they're releasing that one of the sound bites from your conversation with Loopy Lisa, but there's no context to it. And I said, who's doing that? And she said, it's on Starlight's other channel. So those are who those people are. And let me tell you that Starlight is the one that replayed my video with my grief and my pain 4 days after my son died. And they sat in there mocking me. They sat, that's the video I was talking about. That's the channel I'm talking about. That's the person I'm talking about. She sat in there mocking my grief with a big dumpster fire on the outside, which I think she already took down, but we already have a copy of it. She sat in there with all these other people mocking my grief. That's the person. That's the person that's doing this. That's the person that's working with Casbat. Tell me who your friends are. I will tell you who you are. Tell me who your friends are. I will tell you who you are. There's a reason it was easy to believe what J. Bell said about Casbat. There was a reason, I'm telling you. Okay? Others can tell you. We never said it because we don't like to come out with this, but Casbat has no qualms about pushing everything out there onto Discord, pushing all these private conversations all over the place. So you know what? It should tell you, and it should speak volumes of who they are, of who Starlight is, who Robbie is. So, you know, that's it. Because I'm not going to sit there and wonder about the next thing, you know, they want to take out of context. You have to know who these people are. You have to know what they're doing. Okay? It's still up, Christy Love? Go, you know, I mean, go listen to what they're doing in there. It's disgusting. That's the kind of person you're dealing with. Do you think a person that does that is a good person? Do you think a person that does that is going to be a person that uses a clip in the right way, that's going to give you the context of what that clip was? No. That person is protecting her friend, save Robbie, and she's probably protecting him because he's got a hell of a lot of stuff on her. Because that's what they do in these groups. They blackmail others. I'm tired of it. I'm not going to stand for it anymore. I've ignored it. For over 2 years, I have ignored it. It's only gotten worse. Please don't come in the comments and tell me to ignore it, because it's only gotten worse. It's only gotten worse. And they think they can get away with it. And when you hit them back with the truth, they go screaming, they're a vulnerable individual, this is abuse, this is this, I'm sad, please don't do this to me. But they are the perpetrators. They are the bullies. They are the harassers. They like to point out the channel numbers, like, why would she bother me? She's got so many subscribers. But they're the harassers. They use all of that to their advantage, and it's constantly the way they do that. I don't know if anybody else, Scooter, do you want to say anything? Do you want to come up and say anything about this? Or Bella, or anybody, do you want to say anything about this? Anybody that's involved to talk about your situation? Does anybody want to say anything? Let me know, please, Scooter, or Bella, or Lisa D, if you can hear me, or anyone that's involved in this. Do you want to? Let me know. Let me see. Any? Yes. Okay, Scooter, I'm going to send you. Hold on, I'm going to grab this. Let me. I have to get the number over here. Jimmy and Ethan? Jimmy? Can Jimmy hear me? You guys are being a little bit loud, please. I said you guys are very, very loud. Jimmy can't. Okay. Scooter, I'm going to send you the number. I'm going to send it to you in Messenger right now. And then, let me see. I don't know if Bella wants to say anything, or anybody that, let me know if you have something to say about, like, and I really want that you have experience to say, not just general stuff, because we're talking about a very specific thing that's going on. Okay. I got it. I gave it to you, Scooter. I sent it to you in Messenger. Oh, thanks, Cheese. You can do something by spreading the truth if there's a lie out there. Thank you. Here we go.
Hello?
Hello.
Let me turn this up. Sorry. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you very well.
Good. Yeah. I'm not turning on the camera.
Okay. You don't have to. Oh, you don't have to turn on the camera, but go ahead and say your. You heard me say what.
Yes. I didn't get here at the beginning, but I'm definitely know what's going on and been here for enough of it. All I want to say, guys, I can't see the chat. I'm going to put this on the tablet so I can see. Okay. All I want to say is Carolyn is 100% telling the truth from her side. Everything she's saying to you right now is the truth. She is constantly being, targeted by these people for whatever reason. And Carolyn does believe a lot of people, okay? She has a good heart like that. tends to trust people more than I do, to tell you the truth. It's probably because I'm older than her and I've had more experience, and she always tends to give people the benefit of the doubt because she doesn't want to be that way. She wants to believe everything people tell her so that she can help them and all that kind of stuff. And there's been a lot of, I've been hesitant at times to say something to her about a certain person, in the beginning for quite a while.
But
because
that's not exactly true, because like I'm a skeptic when that remember in Sophie
that,
Long, and I said the father coached her, and you said I believe the father. Yeah. So
no, I'm not saying that's anything against you,
Yeah.
Carolyn. I'm just saying that you want to keep that trust. You don't want to give up on people. And
No,
that's a
I don't
good
want. I
thing.
don't want to give up on people. I don't want to think people are like that.
Right.
I would say
And
they've
that's a
lost
good
a
thing.
baby and lost a husband, and they're
Yes,
a person
that's
that's
a
lying.
good trait. That's a good trait to have. For real. That is a good trait. But, because of that, you've had so many people take advantage of you that don't care. They're just saying things, for their own self, their own benefit, for whatever reason. And
Yeah.
so many people believe it because, they want to believe this kind of stuff. It gets views and I it makes my head spin, because of so much that they have said and done. And do you want to know something?
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah.
And I've never, I think I did tell you this a long time ago, maybe, but that right in the very beginning, when you first started having that BBT trouble and all that crap, and all these channels coming out and her going and talking to everyone and stuff like that, I started to doubt, okay? And I have told you this, and I wrote
Crystal
you.
J, thank you for becoming a deputy member.
I think it was the first email I ever wrote you. And I said, what is going on? Why is this woman doing this, and blah, blah, blah. And you answered me back, and, and then I wrote you again and you answered me back. But, I found if I listened to these people, it started screwing up what I was thinking. And I didn't know you, and I didn't know them. And, that will get into your head. But right away, it didn't take me long at all to realize, that you were the real deal. I could see what they were doing, and I knew that you were the real deal. And I just stayed here and enjoyed everything being here, at night with you every night because of my own sadness. Okay. I was here for my own reasons and everything. And then a friendship developed, and then I see all these people still, coming after you and making up all this garbage and twisting your words. And I've just been so disappointed by so many people.
And now we get to the point where we're like more skeptical than ever. Like, I mean,
yes.
Just like anybody with any story, it's just like, oh gosh, I hope they're telling the truth, or oh, what if they're lying to us again, or is this true? Is that true? And it changes everything as a person that you.
Yes. And those videos that I made about you, where I was saying, Mommy ramblings.
Yeah.
What was it?
She made funny videos. If you haven't seen Scooter's videos, we met in Lake Erie last August, and Scooter's got the same sense of humor I do, a sarcastic, dry sense of humor. And so she said, oh, I met Mommy Ramblings. I was so excited. It was like that, right? And then she just said, she grabbed the squirrel, she got in the car, and she left. And it was a joke. And she even said it was a joke at the end. And people still perpetuate. But I think those people that are perpetuating that, they just say it just the same way they know it's not true. And just the same way that there's people that are just repeating stuff like that I impersonated someone's dead father or something. They just go and they say that like I would do that. But they think if they say it 3 times, 4 times, somebody's going to believe it. Somebody will believe it and keep going with it and keep going with it and keep going with it and not ask to see proof or anything like that. They'll just keep going with it. And that's what they
Right.
do. And
And
that's why they say, oh,
yeah,
Scooter made a video and she said, Mommy ran because it was so rude.
yeah. And I made the Cracker Barrel one the next
Yeah, and they
morning when
said,
we
and
were out for
that's what we didn't
breakfast.
know. Somebody said, "Oh, there's a video. Oh, I don't know where it is. She's being so rude to people in a restaurant." But I wasn't. Scooter was joking.
No,
She was joking.
it was all jokes. It was all, you know, and I thought there wouldn't be any doubt that it wasn't a joke.
And you
I
even
didn't
said
think I
it
would
because I
have
even
to
said to
defend
Scooter
that.
at first. She goes,
You
I
did.
thought it was funny." And then at the end, she goes, "No, I'm joking. She's wonderful. The family's wonderful." I said, "No, you shouldn't have said that. You should have just let it go." You know, imagine that one. But
I
because they didn't
know.
even get to the end, or they just disregard the end, and they say, "Oh my gosh, it's true. It's true. She's a terrible person. I knew it. I knew she wasn't as nice as she portrayed herself to be. I know she's a terrible person. Go watch Scooter's video, and you'll find out what a terrible person she is." But why would Scooter still be
Yes.
friends with me if I was such a terrible person, right?
Yeah,
This
exactly.
doesn't make sense, right? If she wrote this video that she was so, why would we still be talking? Why would she still be here? Don't you realize the video is a joke? Oh my
And you are a
gosh.
wonderful friend. You are a very wonderful friend. And I'm so glad that, I've got to meet you and become a good friend with you
Mm-hmm.
because I just care about you a lot. And
Right.
so many
I
people
mean, I care
do,
about you too, and it's just so stupid. Stupid. Chrissy
Yeah.
Love said that's exactly how it works. They trick people to accept lies as fact.
And I'm no warrior. I'm no army. I'm nothing like that. I am a person who likes you, who feels a friendship, a bond with you. And I just see you getting attacked all the time unfairly. And I know how bad that hurts you. And, it's just time. It's, okay, you've ignored it so many times.
It doesn't
You
work.
just,
It gets worse. It
yeah,
gets worse and worse. And
yes,
there's 2 channels and 3 channels and 4 channels. It gets worse.
yes,
They keep pushing the envelope.
yes, yes. And, so many of the people here, your mods, everyone, they are good friends to you.
Hmm.
I think we have found a lot of good people
Yeah, we
that
have, and
are,
it
you know,
ruins it with like just these people that just, oh my gosh.
yes, but there's so much out there, so many of these people that you guys think are real. They're not. I mean, I don't know why they're doing this. And some people that I would bet, my bottom dollar on that are genuine, then you find out they're really not. And those are the ones that just really kill you because they're so good at, I guess, making you trust them and everything.
Yeah,
And
and
then
I
you
think
find,
what's worse is that because we're bringing out something that's very truthful, that's knocking a lot of people like, wow. And I think in order to get that back, because that's a gravy train for a lot of people that have had this narrative about the Watts case and other cases where they're telling you that there's new breaking information. It's not real because it's following now. It works so well in the Watts case. You're seeing drama creators create it for other cases, okay? Making something out of nothing. And
right,
because we're bringing that to the forefront, of course, if somebody's got a scam going on like that, and it is a scam because it's a false narrative that doesn't exist, it's fake. It's fake information. This breaking news is fake, and you're blowing the whistle on that. Of course, they're going to come out and try to make you look like a lunatic so that they can go back to that gravy train, right? That's
right,
what it
right.
is. It's all deflection, and they're
Yes,
all together on it, as I've told you, all together. And
yes,
they'll be friends with the people they hate the most if it's going to benefit the bigger picture.
right, right.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
It's just awful, guys. Really, it really is. My head is still spinning from everything, that's happened over the last year or two. I mean, even, I don't know. I can't even explain it because it's just too much. And maybe I am too old, like they love to say, but that's okay, because I am old and I am wiser. but I still get hurt by fake people because I will put my trust in them. You know, not as much as Carolyn, but that's only because of things that have happened, you know, in my own life, maybe. You know, Carolyn has a different life experience than I do. And it's just so hard to explain it all. But these people want to hide, you know, a lot of them don't come on camera, and they just spread their vitriol, their lies, spin everything to make Carolyn look like she's this horrible person. Why? I don't know. I don't know why they do it. If they just enjoy it, or, you know, it makes them feel better about themselves, or, but guys, I promise you, she's a good person. She really, really is. She's nothing like these people want to spin her at all. And she's been very, very hurt over the last couple of years. And especially since losing her son. And they just laugh about that.
Yeah.
You know, they laugh and they just think it's hilarious that she's just spinning this for money. Okay, her grief, it's been a year. She ought to shut up about it. It's not how it goes.
Or that it's
It just
that I
changes a
have the big
person.
trump card that I'm using for sad fishing.
Yes.
Come on.
Yes. Yes. Just bringing this out, you guys see how mad people are getting, how these haters are. They're going low. You know, they're going real low now.
Oh, it's
And they're coming after everybody. She must not know you're on.
Davida? Hi.
And I can promise you.
No, we're live right now with that. Remember that what we talked about last night about the voice clips. So I just let them hear the voice clips and all that stuff. But Scooter and I are live right now. And no problem, no problem. How's everything? Have a good day at work. Davida says hello, everybody, and all right, I love you. All right, bye bye. Okay. She said hello to everybody. She was actually calling to see what, about what was going on with those lovely things. So thank you to Eden. Is that Eden Summer? Thank you. I had no idea this was happening, Carolyn. You're amazing. I don't watch all the time, but you're so genuine, and I come here because I know you're always honest. You're a strong, brave woman. Thank you, Eden Summer.
You really are. You really are.
Yeah, I don't, Scooter knows, because sometimes, you all think like, oh, this doesn't affect her or something, or like, that's why when everybody plays this victim that, oh, I have this history, I might go self-harm myself. How come nobody gives a dang what I might do with all this stuff? Right?
Yeah,
they don't.
Right.
They don't.
Right.
They don't.
They haven't heard you when you are so emotional, and I'm terrified, and I'm thinking, oh my God, if these people could only know how this is affecting you, and they just don't know. It's just so wrong.
But they're they're the bullies, but then they're always the ones that, oh, I might self-harm myself. Hi, Rosalita, thank you so much. You say, have you called your state representative, local police? Yes. State police? Yes. FBI? Yes. There are crimes here against you and your family. Can we call and report bullying, harassment, stalking? It's that YouTube is not enforcing their laws. So we have to figure out what to do. And I think, one of those things may be to get some tweets together about YouTube following their terms of service and stuff like that, and getting it out to the media outlets, as many media outlets as we can, to shine a light on what's going on here. Why isn't YouTube enforcing their terms of service? Why do they allow this kind of stuff to go on? To everybody in general, not just myself, there's so much of it going on. And it's against the terms of service, and you cannot just get resolution from YouTube.
Right.
Hi, Pet Nanny. What in the world is going on? I know, Free to Be Me. It's crazy. No one
I'm,
has any
I'm
right.
messaging with somebody. That's why I'm not saying anything right this moment.
What'd you say?
I said I'm messaging with someone.
Oh, okay. I didn't hear you.
Um, I'm asking this person if maybe she would come on. I'm telling her she won't get bashed, just so she could offer her support. She's listening right now. And I'm telling her she will not get bashed, just if she could offer her support and say it's the truth. That's all she has to do. That what you're saying is true. She's afraid of getting bashed. I can't blame her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so the pandemic has made more people unhinged. Yeah, I can see that. Absolutely. Grief is ongoing, especially.
See, they make people afraid to tell their truth. And because people will get swept in and believe lies and everything. And then they realize that they've been hoodwinked and lied to and all that, then they're afraid to come out and say, hey, I did this, that, and the other. I said this, that, and the other, but I'm sorry. I didn't understand. I was being taken advantage of and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Right, yeah, of course. Oh, I don't know. I just.
And you are a very forgiving person. You forgive so many
my
people.
gosh, I give people too many chances. Like it just like, but
You
J
do.
Bells, J Bells, I was just too darn angry. When I saw the way I thought like she was going to be like so upset, and then when she saw the kids, she was going to be really upset. When I saw that the kids didn't matter to her, then I knew she was like that just sealed it and cemented it for me.
Oh,
And how she took Luke's monkey and held it like a trophy on the shelf, then I knew that there was no going back to that. There was no going to be a second chance from that. And that's why I couldn't
right.
believe these people were giving her second chances like that when they knew how bad it was. And then this woman's own brother filed not an FBI, but whatever their agency is there, and then for fraud because she gave the parents gave Sean's parents gave $4,000 to J Bells. I believe that was the amount. And then when they called her, Sean said no, there was no fraud. So then of course when she went, she said she was filing a second report. That when we brought it up on her, but she took forever to give us the number, and then she's like, oh, there's nothing there, but how come there was something there before? So I think all of this stuff, and then with Casbat trying to, for whatever reason, bring us down or like divide these people, she jeopardized this investigation in their country
Right.
by pitting these people against and saying that that we said things we did not say, and then showing them bits and pieces of conversations.
Right.
Releasing things to Discord, people's private conversations that were not even with, including Casbat. She asked Loopy Lisa for those conversations.
Right.
This is messed up. I will continue to retweet your lives and
I'm going to send you a message.
Thank you, Susan. Thank you, Susan. It is messed up. Thank you. I have disconnected from. Well, it's ridiculous. Cookie says, yeah. I think Sean was embarrassed and ashamed that she was hoodwinked. Yes, but then she allowed again these people to go ahead and do this. Okay. Again, believe a false narrative that they were put to in order to break it apart and really jeopardize the investigation. I have important info. Call me. Okay, Tracy, I can't. I'm live right now, but I'll call you after. Okay. I haven't slept at all, so.
You haven't?
No, because I forgot. I thought graduation was at 11:30, but graduation was at 9:30.
Oh,
But then I just came back, and then I think I might have gotten 20 minutes to the massage chair. That was about it.
Hey,
These are
Carolyn,
not true crime channels. They take no interest. Look at their content and behavior. Yeah, here's Shogun. Scooter, just one sec. Let me.
okay, sorry.
Well, hold on. No, I'm just trying to see what Valerie's saying. Okay. They are not true crime channels, right? So let me see here. I'm just gonna send you a message, Scooter. Let me.
Did you get my message?
No, I'm gonna go look and I'm gonna
Okay.
send you a message. I'm going to Messenger. I think that's where I am. From Messenger.
It's so hard, guys, to try to clear up lies and everything. There's no way to clear them up. Kevin hasn't been to bed either. There isn't any way to, I mean, you're going to believe what you want to believe, but I promise you 100% that this is all true, this stuff, you know? Carolyn's been unfairly maligned and lied about by all these people. She really has. I don't know why. I don't, you know, I can't explain it or anything like that. And we all get in our messes trying to help other people. And
Yeah.
that's just
And
life,
then it
you know?
jades you, like you almost get jaded, like, well, gosh, I don't want to get involved in any stuff like that because I don't want to be, just even. That's what I'm saying. It can make you a jaded person, and that's not good because then you might miss somebody that really does need help. So
Yeah, and that's
just
how you always look at it, you know? And Dave's like that a lot, you know?
mm-hmm.
I am to a certain extent, but I always keep that in the back of my mind.
Yeah.
You know, I always do. But Dave will get very upset. He's like, well, Debbie, I have to give this guy, you know, I had to give him money because I'm afraid, you know, what if he really needed that and stuff? What if he's not lying? And that's, you know, I think that's a good quality. But then
Yeah,
Dave
no,
had, you
yeah.
know,
Jimmy
Tim's
always
like,
says like if somebody like asks to like, oh my gosh, I really need like $200 or whatever it is, and then you believe them once, and then if they don't pay you back, you never have to worry about it again, you know.
right.
But
And Dave is
if
one
they're telling
person
you
that
that,
can't say no.
what?
Have you ever heard of a person that can't say no? Have you ever heard of that? You have?
Yeah.
Because Dave is exactly like that. His whole family knows that. They'll say, oh, we knew that person was going to ask Dave because my brother, he just can't say no. And that is Dave because he's always afraid in his, you know, and that is a
Well,
good
there's people that
quality.
also can't say no about like helping someone, not even monetarily, but volunteer, like like, oh, can you do this? Can you do that? Can you help out at this thing? And then they'll be like, yeah, because they don't want to say no.
Uh-huh.
They have too many things on their plate then, and they're having a nervous breakdown. Do you see my message? Because I don't see your message.
Oh, I'll look.
Because I don't know if you sent it to me through the other thing.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
I sent it on your
My
actual
messenger?
phone message.
Oh, that messenger. Oh, okay. Does she want to come on?
I'm
Did you say she wants to come on?
Well, would you just send it to her in case? Because
Okay.
she's
All right.
afraid. She's afraid. But please, okay.
Okay.
See, this is how they do people. They make them afraid. Guys, don't be afraid. Please, don't be afraid. Don't let these people intimidate you anymore. You know, don't be a warrior. You're not an army or whatever. Just have common sense. Be a decent person.
Scooter,
Listen to your gut.
I have a problem with Scooter. Scooter, are you able to send her the link? Because I haven't. Okay, let me see. Do I have it on Facebook?
I can have Lexi try somehow, maybe. I can never.
Because wait,
I can sometimes, and then I can't.
Maybe if I get it through Facebook here, I can get it. Where I sent you the link. Hold on.
Guys, don't be like Rose, you're saying, I'm ashamed I ever watched this channel or that channel. Don't be afraid. Don't be ashamed. Don't be ashamed. That's how they want to make you feel. They want to make you feel ashamed and stuff like that, you know? Just
I don't know how to do
use
this.
your
So can somebody
sense, your
figure,
common sense. That's all.
let me figure out how to
They're
do
not,
this.
they can't hurt you. Yeah, Teresa S. says, I'm not afraid of them, never have been. I'm not either. I'm not a bit.
Oh, I know. I think I can do it like this. Hang on.
But I understand people that are, but please don't be. Just don't be. You know, they'll
Got it.
show them, you know, hey,
Okay,
they're not
so if
afraid
I
of me.
forward it to you, oh, hold on. Let me see. Let me see if I can forward.
You want me to ask Lexi too? No,
Well,
I
I
can
just
call
that
back
I'm
in.
trying to get it to the hold on, I might be able to let me see something. I
Yeah, I know a lot of you know, you guys are saying you want to help and everything. You're doing it right now by listening. You're listening to the truth.
don't know. How do I do this one? I can't get to the WhatsApp. That's my problem. Like with this, I can't. It's not letting me forward that to the WhatsApp.
Yeah, because I'm on my phone and my WhatsApp's on my phone and
That's what I mean. That's what I'm trying. Well, I'm trying to get it. I wish it would go there. It's once just put it in Facebook, and it won't even let me like copy. Like I can't even just copy the darn thing.
you want me to have Lexi do it and I can call back
Yeah,
in?
if she can, yeah.
Okay, Lex. Okay, I'll call back.
All right. Thanks. Okay, so you should be hearing from someone that can also that's a direct party in that in what was released. That will tell you what's going on there. Okay? And just I like to say, like, when you hear something and you hear that they don't want to give you any context of what something is said and they don't want to give you any information and you've got a little sound bite and then, oh, isn't she a horrible person? Oh, she's paranoid. She must be a paranoid schizophrenic. Don't believe any of the other truth that was brought about because it's not truth because she's paranoid. So that's the narrative that's going around. And you're seeing all these paranoid headlines. And because I was driving in an area I wasn't familiar with, after having a day of craziness and no sleep because I had to get up so early. Jimmy didn't even get, I don't even think he had 4 hours of sleep that night. When all the day going and then they like just say, oh, she brought him shopping. Jimmy wanted to go shopping. Ask him yourself. I told him to stay in the car. I'll be right out. But they brought that, oh, she's a terrible person. It's just this whole narrative. It's just crazy. Crazy narrative. I'm trying to look at your chat. People are crazy. Well, they want to believe it. And it goes with their narrative, and then they keep pushing it forward. And every time you hear someone mention, like, well, did you see her friend's video? She treats Scooter horribly. It was a freaking joke. Scooter made a joke, sarcastic video. I know, that's exactly what it was. I was anxious. I was, okay, so big deal. And you know what? When I listened to it back, I thought it was kind of funny. Okay? I laughed at it. because you can see I had a lot of anxiety. I was freaking. It's nothing new. I'm driving through this area. He's telling me to go straight. There was no straight. I mean, come on. If you can't laugh at yourself like that, please. Hey, not that Nikki. How are you? Seen you in a long time. Hi, Leona. All that's important is you and Jimmy know the truth. Yes and no, because if it slanders you and it slanders your reputation and your business and everything else about you and your children, and I mean, just, well, then it's not just me and Jimmy, right? So me and Jimmy, it's great, but that's why that kind of stuff is illegal. I'm anxious all the time. I was laughing. Yeah. It wasn't anything abusive to my family that you're calling CPS for that, because I was unsure of which way to go in the roundabout. Come on. It is great. You laugh. That's great. It's funny looking back. It was funny looking back. So what happened? Now we lost Scooter and our guest. I have to leave in 5 minutes. So I would check in on my break. Remember, the world's a better place because you're in it. Don't ever forget that. Remember, Davida? Have a good day at work. You've been in Binghamton at night. It's pretty much abandoned, a bit creepy. So I understood. And unfamiliar with the city at night and should make one jump. Yeah, and that lady, she was drunk and she was like, I didn't know what she was doing. And now today with people that just pulling out guns and shooting people, yeah, it's a real fear, okay? That's right, Sandra. I grabbed him by the sore arm and I said, we're shopping. No, for the first time in his life, he wanted to go shopping and didn't rush, and I was rushing him out of the store. So Roger says, I bet when they drive, it's so calm. Right, Michi. I was really almost having a panic attack at one point, so they're going to fault me for that, you know, like they've never been scared or panicked or anything. They're obviously intimidated by you. You are doing awesome by speaking out and trying to spread some truth. Yes, absolutely. Did someone call CPS? I was sent screenshots last night. Screenshots about mass reporting and calling and all that kind of crap. So I don't know if it's an idle threat or they're planning on doing it. Is it? Did you get it done?
Yep.
Okay.
I think she's going to call in.
Okay.
Okay. She said, give her 5 minutes. You know,
Okay.
let's see. She said, give me 5 minutes to think about it. I'm really scared. And so I'm trying to assure her that, there's nothing to be afraid of, just take your power back. You just come in for support. That's all you got to do. Come in for support. They're not going to do anything to you. They want you to feel this way, right?
Oh, yeah. It's pretty scary, right?
Yeah.
And then you wonder who the bullies are, right? You wonder who they are.
They make everyone afraid to come out and say, how they really feel about it and everything. They just get them under their thumbs, they get things on them or, things they might have said in the past. They're going to use that against them. And they don't realize people can open their eyes and see what's been happening, and they want to come forward, and they shouldn't have to be afraid to do that. Right?
Right. Absolutely.
She wants you to call in. Carolyn wants you to call in. Right, Carolyn?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Absolutely.
She said she thought maybe you wanted to talk to her in private first, and she totally understands that.
No, I'm fine.
Oh.
I'm fine. You can call in. I'm fine. We're telling the truth here. That's what we're doing.
So please call in, please. I know you can do it. I know you can.
Hey, honey.
I just want to clear up how the,
Honey, you live?
clips got out there. Yeah, we're live.
Okay, so they were saying something about that.
Hey,
You took me
Jimmy.
shopping and
Oh,
honey,
that I
hi,
took
Miss
Jimmy shopping against his will.
I wanted to go. I wanted to get different shirts and stuff for this situation here.
That I took advantage of you. They said I was abusing you. I was abusive to you.
I don't even
And
know. I really say I really don't even know why we listen to this crap.
he wanted to go for the
Yeah,
first
I wanted to
time
go.
in his life.
Not the
He
first
didn't.
time in my life.
No, you didn't rush me for the first time in your life. You usually rush me and tell me, "Come on, stop touching everything. We
That's
gotta
some
go."
good stuff. We go in TJ Maxx and spend $60 and come out like $500. You come out looking like you spent $500. Yeah, it's cool.
And then, no matter how many times you say that, just the same way I exploit and abuse the Rusak family, I exploit and I abuse Jimmy.
Yeah, sure.
Always.
Right, I know. I have to do our.
Today's tomorrow's.
Our life
What are
is
they-
hectic and crazy, but we're fine. All right. And I want to know how anybody else would have a perfect life, but we're fine. We're happy.
Right, Jimmy?
Yeah.
We want to see all these perfect people.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I want to see. Show me. But all I want is that Home Depot coupon, honey.
Oh.
I need a Home Depot coupon.
Oh, God, careful. Oh, you got to call about the dishwasher. Don't forget. Remember?
Okay. Yep. I'll call again.
Hurry up because it's Thursday,
Okay.
and you're not gonna. Oh gosh, what time is it? You better hurry before they. Yeah, you just better.
You know what Home Depot coupon is?
I'll find one in a little bit, but just
No.
call the dishwasher,
Okay, I'll call.
please.
Come on, lady, call in. Today's tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, honey,
Tomorrow
ask
said,
me
what
how-
is she
how
so
much we
afraid
pay-
of?
What?
How much
It's
we
hard
pay
to
for those
explain
gas
unless you're really
Oh,
deep
they were
in it.
99 cents. Weren't a lot
masks?
of
They're
them.
like $18 masks.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh
Right
gosh.
here. $18. And on the right here. It's pretty crazy.
These people make you afraid because you get involved with them, you listen to them, you believe what they're telling you. So they are afraid to come forward then.
Mhm.
They're afraid that they're gonna use what you've said with them, that you're gonna throw that out there. And
You know what's so funny is just that person would say it was the most horrible, awful thing for anyone to ever do that in a friendship, and then I was like, what the
Yes.
freak are you doing? That's just so crazy.
didn't she say she would never
Never,
ever release?
never. She's
anything
that only
like
the
a private-
lowest, only the lowest of low lifes would ever do that to a person. Only the lowest of low lifes like that. Yeah, and then it's like, yeah, okay, all right,
Yeah,
yeah.
yes.
But it tells you who they are as a friend, because if somebody would do something like that, would you want them as a friend? If somebody, we've seen a lot of that on YouTube these past couple of weeks, people that are just some friend that just spilled the beans on someone's marriage on YouTube.
Right.
Come on. A person that says, why don't you contact them behind the scenes all the time? But no, not when they were dropping that, right? Because they just want to hurt
Right.
somebody. It should tell you volumes of who that person is. Would you ever want to
Right.
be friends with a person like that?
Yes.
You found a comfortable sling on Amazon? Oh, really? Okay. I'm from a weird New York Italian family. I get the quirks. Yeah. Italians are loud. No one ever said Italians are quiet. We're not quiet.
I never heard that. Right?
We're not quiet. We're we're not arguing. We're talking. Did you get the guy?
Yeah, I left a message.
Oh, finally his voicemail wasn't full? You left him
She's
your
going to
number?
come. She said, give her a few minutes. She's psyching herself up. That shows you how these
Austin
people.
James, I haven't seen you in ages. Hi.
It
Sorry,
shows you
Scooter.
how these people work, that you have to psych yourself up to just be able to come on, and say
Right.
something.
And who knows if they're not behind the scenes saying, you better not go up there, or this,
Yeah,
and
they could,
this.
yeah, exactly. You don't know what they've told, this person. Oh, well, if you say anything, we're going to do.
I know some Italians that are quiet too, Wendy, when they're sleeping.
When they're sleeping.
Joke. I was always going to get upset. Quiet Italians? Don't think so. Not our family. Right, Rosalita. We're very Italians are very passionate about everything, so.
Right.
And that's like the Sopranos, right? Like he was saying, my mother, she's always over the top. Like, I'll take a fork, I'll stick it in my eye. Yeah, it's like, or like they'll go like this. I'd rather have chewed my hand off, right? Like it's very, they're very, very demonstrative. A lot of drama in what they say.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
Hi,
people, I believe, the few people that have started all this about you for the last couple of years, they're like the leaders, and these other people somehow just start to follow them and, believe everything that they're saying. And then they're afraid to leave. They're afraid to come out because they're afraid the same thing's going to happen to them.
But you know what's
And
funny? I bet those
Huh.
people that were streaming last night, right, streaming all that stuff, they probably were enjoying that. And they couldn't say they were. They were probably laughing, like having to stifle the laughs, right? And probably really having a good time watching that. That's probably why it was streamed for so long and all of that. So, but they just can't handle it.
Right.
Probably were, because I don't know.
And Carolyn, you're not going to be having a go at this person when she comes, right?
No.
You're not going to be questioning her over, like she's on the witness stand.
I'm going to put you on the witness stand. You're going to raise your right hand. I'll give you a Bible. And then after we swear you in, we'll get all of your information. Okay? And then I will interrogate you in a Mark Garagos voice. That's what I'm going to do. What were you doing? Where exactly were those text messages? How did those text messages get in the bat's hands?
It's just, she won't be having a go at you. It's just nice to have some verification here, and
I won't say anything. Come on and tell your truth with what's going on with that sound bite being released out there, because it was between you and I. So tell your truth with it. I don't want to ask you any questions.
And she won't be mean or anything, to you. I promise.
I'm not mean.
She's not a mean person, I promise.
I think you have more to fear on the other side than me.
I'll tell her she can come after me. She can yell at me later. Come on up. Just come on up. It'll be okay. It's okay.
Okay, and it's okay.
And it's okay. You didn't buy enough ice cream, Kevin? Oh.
Just good. I'm coming. I didn't buy enough ice cream.
It's okay.
It's
Come
okay.
on. It's okay. Come on. It's okay. Promise.
Absolutely, little Miss Shine Brightly.
You can't let them do this.
You know what Shauna says, you know what I get the biggest kick of is when they call you this old lady. Yeah, and some of the ones that call me an old hag, I laugh
Oh
and
my
I'm like,
gosh.
how old are you guys? I think some of you are older than me that are calling me that, okay? Or they go, oh, I can't believe she has young children. How old do you think I
Oh,
am? They just do that just to get your goat. You don't get my goat because I know how old I am. I know how young my children are. So have fun.
and you are absolutely beautiful. I can tell
And I
you
don't
that
have to
for a
go.
fact.
I don't have to go there with you because people have eyes. So you can call me
Exactly.
old as much as you want. I still look the way I do. You even though if you call me an old hag 19 times, I still look exactly the same way. It doesn't change that.
Wow, you and your daughter look like you're twins. You really do. I mean, you do not look that much older than her. I have not seen her in person, but
Oh, she looks
just
very
from
young.
seeing.
But somebody once
Yeah.
we were in a Perkins once, and I think it was like right after I had because we had the babies with us, and then we sat down and they said, "What? That's your mother? What were you?" But they said I was a child bride or something. They said that's exactly what this guy in Perkins said. Oh my gosh.
When I became a grandma, people were shocked
Yeah.
because I was so young looking. Well, I've shown you guys pictures of what I looked like in
Mm-hmm.
my late 50s, my 40s,
Right.
you know,
Oh.
and I thought I was old looking then. And
Mm-hmm.
now I look back and I looked like a kid.
Right. Yeah. Or your like your kids when they're your like when you were how do I say when your kids get to be your age, you they seem young. Wait, they seem younger, right? When they
Right.
then you I'm trying to think. I can't even say it right. What I'm trying to say. Like if your child is 30, and then from when you were 30, doesn't it seem like that
Yes.
you were like you felt like you were like 70 at 30 and had all this stuff that you have already
Yes.
done and you were already like but so well, then you see your kid get to the age of 30 and they're still like 10 years old,
Yes.
right?
Uh-huh.
It's okay and it's
And
okay.
it's okay.
I don't know if somebody's messaging me or they're messaging you. I hear some kind of message going.
On WhatsApp.
Can't see. No, because that's a question you asked me a long time ago that I answered, so it can't be that. You're 55 and proud of your age. You should be. My aunt is 96 and she doesn't look 96. Age shaming. Age
I
shaming,
know
too.
she's amazing.
Age shaming is against terms of service as well. So when they sit there and they call you an old hag and an old hag and an old hag and just keep screaming that's against terms of service, but they don't really even understand that. Right, yeah, Bella. I don't know. Skipper, my speed on my computer got knocked down, and hearing them speak, being an old show, they were doing it on purpose. What's that? Yeah, I have an issue, and I've explained this. Um, I unblock people, and they show unblocked, and they can't chat, like Bridget. And then when people are blocked now, I cannot unblock them. Even though it says I've unblocked them, they're not unblocked. I have no idea what it is. Does anybody know about that issue? Because I've been asking about it for some time now.
Yeah.
There's no way. I don't know when. That's why I say please don't get blocked because I can't unblock you anymore. Yeah, I've tried it from my phone, tried it from my other computer, tried it from this computer. I cannot unblock you. Kimberly Faith got blocked the other day. I can't unblock her.
Yeah, remember Bridget forever hasn't been able to chat?
Bridget is not even blocked and she can't chat. There's people that are not even blocked and they can't chat. I don't understand what it is. Why that's happening. I don't get it. It's got to be something. There's got to be some kind of glitch. They don't care about terms of service because YouTube doesn't enforce anything. For everyone says, man. Hi, Shari Duval.
I'm drinking like crazy. My iced coffee. I keep refilling it.
Oh,
I barely slept either last night. I did, but I didn't,
oh my gosh, the graduation was so weird. It wasn't.
Oh, was it?
That was weird. It was like, so yeah, because they used to have like a slideshow and they used to have the kid, but it was outside and there was like a balloon arch and everybody had to just like stand on the pavement, and then they called one kid at a time and they did like this weird strut to a certain song, and that was like it, and then you just went home.
That was it?
Yeah. They got a shirt, they had
that was for 6th grade graduation?
Yeah, that was it. Bye.
You didn't get to see Maddie's concert last night.
I saw a little bit of it. Yes, I did, when we were eating, because we were eating.
It was awesome.
It was.
Everybody loved it.
I bet. How did they all get the same? Did they all buy those same suits? Are they told what suit to buy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's been in that Wolfgang group since 9th grade.
Wolfgang?
Yeah, that's the name of it. Because the music
Wolfgang.
teacher, his name is Mr. Wolf.
Oh, okay.
So the Wolfgang is like the creme de la creme, the best singing group there at the school. So she got into that in 9th grade.
Mm-hmm.
And, she'll be able to go sing in that too whenever she wants. Alumni are always allowed to come back and sing with them. But this is, right now it's neat because she just graduated. They'll still have a couple of more performances during the summer because they're booked, they go like on local radio shows. They go to all kinds of events and sing. And
does she know what she's going to major in college?
She wants to major in music. But it's going to be a real tough tryout because, you have to audition and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And, she is. She's very, very good. But like, people say there's lots of very, very good people, good singers.
Does she have anything to do as a double major or anything?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure yet. I don't remember. I don't know if she knows. She and Jack will both go to college together, so that'll be nice.
Mm-hmm. Are they going to live on campus?
No, actually, they're going to live in their lake house they have that's close to the university. And they bought them both new cars. Well, they're not brand new cars, but, older, because they want to have dependable vehicles while they're up there in the winter and stuff,
Right.
And Jack, he's just amazing. Carolyn, you should, watch that one video from the other night when he came on. Fast forward to the end and hear his advice.
Uh-huh. Okay, I will.
So
I have a lot to catch up on, I know. So I'm behind on so many videos. It's just...
I'm going to check and see if she's going to.
Hi, Yorkhill. Hi, Nanette.
I promise you'll get support
Hi, Snow
here.
Remover. Hi, Mama Ames.
Please, nobody say anything in the chat about her, about this person. Now please.
She's worried someone's going to say something?
Yeah.
Let her
she saw something and she said it's making her rethink, and she's glad she saw all this though. And
just come and say your truth. You know what I mean? Just say your truth.
Come on, don't be afraid, please. I know you're a good person. You've got a good heart. I really believe you do. I wouldn't even be wanting you to come on here and tell everybody your truth if I thought you were some kind of a bum. I promise. Nobody in chat's going to say anything disrespectful. Please.
I looked at, yeah, I had to go to Luke's graduation without any sleep, so I put on something sparkly. Thank you. Please. Hi, Cheryl. I would think that a $10 million lawsuit against that person would wake these people up. They don't think it will happen to them. Maybe they just think, well, I don't have anything that I could be sued for. Yeah, but you understand that even if you don't have anything, but you want to be a creator on YouTube, that if a judgment is won against you, they will garnish your wages, which means you will be working on YouTube and you won't be earning any money because it'll be going towards your lawsuit. That's what they have to understand. And they'll go after you, any channel that you have if you're doing stuff that is against the terms of service and defamation and slander and all that good stuff. Who is Scooter talking about? Danny Springer says. I don't know. I'm going to see if she's going to come up, but let's see.
Could you message her, Carolyn?
Well, she didn't just hear me say that?
Well, I know she's been listening.
Oh, okay. I mean, is she asking for me to message her? Because
Well, I'm sure she would like to, just to give her.
I said, come on up.
Right. Boy, this reminds me of when I was a kid trying to get my parents to let me do something. And I'd beg them and talk them into it.
Doug Parker, hello there. Doug Parker, you have to rewind back. It's just more smear campaigns and stuff like that. More half, like stuff being let out of context that is trying to be fit to fit a narrative. LMN. You have to rewind and you'll get the whole story, because I was very careful, because Jimmy said just explain it the way you would to like someone that knows nothing about it. So you should be able to go back and understand it all. Those of you that say you don't have any idea what's going on, you should go back into the video.
Okay, I'll be right back. She wants me to call her.
Okay. You're all adults here, not children, right, Rose? Sally, Kevin, Lisa, free to me. Just smile and do your thing. Forget them. No, I know it sounds like the right thing to do. Forget them. We did. They got worse and worse and worse. And we are talking about over 2 years later, and it's worse. And so ignoring them is exactly what they want, because they get away with it. This is something different. What is it called? Hi, Ruby Ann. Jimmy's doing well, Skipper. Keep looking at those sparkles. Thanks, Susan DeFio, Robin, Juan, Kevin Leonard, My Four Seasons. My Four Seasons, it's just, it's like, it's actually something that's used for businesses if you have a project or something, and it's just something we use to organize our ramblers and like recipes and crafts. We don't have any Discord like rant groups or stuff like that. We don't do that. It's very mundane and very boring and very we don't allow like you're not going to be ripping apart someone or doing stuff like that. That's because that's what you hear in those Discord groups, and to me just the name says enough. But I've never joined I don't even have a Discord profile, much less joined a group. And I know somebody tried to set one up for me one time, and I was just like, nah, I don't think so. The name is enough for me. Especially on like all the drama channels, that's when they we got it in a Discord, and that's where a lot of all this stuff is being discussed, and everything is in that Discord. Slack is more like for businesses, kind of. Carolyn, you had my mom laughing so hard with your hospital jokes. Yeah, I know, right? It's crazy. That was crazy. And when the nurse said he should be an actor, I thought that, oh gosh, that's so hysterical. Hi, Larky, Kubi, Kevin Leonard, Bella Mack. Let's see, Shari Duval, Lisa H. Rosalita Marie Fogarty. She's gonna have to come out soon because I want to go for a walk, and then I want to go take a little siesta. You have a good day too. Free to be me. I'm free to be me. You're free to be you. Hi, 10th Angel. I didn't get a notification. I'm hoping Jimmy, he's doing well. He is. He went to the graduation, and I hope that you are too. A little tired. Didn't get a lot of sleep. I had about 20 minutes in the massage chair after we got back. I'm going to take a walk. And then I think I'm going to go back into the massage chair. I've been trying to watch some of the red wine trial today, but it's just been, I'm telling you, the life has been chaotic. It's been chaotic. Carolyn Skutar, for delivering truth. What's going on in the community? Yeah, the truth train. It's cometh. Deanna, your kill. Lisa H. Get some good rest. I know. Love you too, Lisa. I'm just waiting for Scooties. Hi, Joyce Miller. Teresa S. Yeah. So I've got invisible toothpicks in my eyes. It was crazy because when I went up, right, I said to Jimmy, okay, I'm just going to get a little bit of sleep. And he goes, I thought it was 11:30. It's at 9:30, and we've got to leave at 9. So I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm like, there's no way I'm not going to sleep, because I just rested my head for 15 minutes, but I was awake. And then I got up, and that's it. Got ready. We went. They went into the supermarket after that. I just laid back I reclined the chair, laid back a little bit. Then I came home. I got into the massage chair, and I might have fallen asleep for maybe 20 minutes. It wasn't a long time. It was not a long time. Yeah, I do deserve that. I know. And you know what? I'm finding myself it's got cool. And Jimmy, it's usually the opposite. I'm usually so hot and want the fans on, or all this stuff. And now I want blankets and the heat. I'm getting like Lisa H. And he's got the ceiling fans on. I'm like, ooh, shut that. It's chilly in here. He's got a ceiling fan on over here right now, and I'm already feeling like, oh, it's so chilly. And then last night I had to go get socks because I got out of the shower, and my feet, I just had them, in my Crocs, and I was like, oh, I have to go get socks. The feet are chilly. Okay, Cheese. We're going to be off too if our person doesn't come on pretty soon, because I have to go take my walk. And Scootsers, how are we doing here? Scootsers. You had your heat on? Yeah, it was cold last night, I think, yeah. Hey, Lou. Yeah, Tracy. Yeah, 10th Angel, because I was just like seeing all this stuff and I didn't know what the heck was going on. And I should have opened my mail, but it's all sorted out. That's all sorted out. I didn't even know about any of this. And then when I called Scooter, she's like, and then you know about this clip? And I'm like, what clip? What are you talking about? Yeah. You work 12 nights at 3 a.m. would freeze. 3 work 12 nights at 3 a.m. It's good sleeping weather right now. Four Seasons says, I honestly pray. Do you live in New York, my Four Seasons? Where do you live? Do you live in New York? Because you mentioned New York before. It's beautiful here today. Yeah, it was nice. I mean, it wasn't hot, but it was, you still could feel the sun. It was nice. We come here for you and for friendships, and we made because of you. Thank you, 10th Angel. Hi, Judy, with an I. Oh, Scooter, where are you? Tapered Fairy, Dana Soleil, Jeanette Ann, Mary Lynn, Jessica Limbaugh. You are too sweet, Carolyn. I hope you enjoy your walk and get some good rest. Hi, Debbie. Thank you. Connecticut. Okay. Getcha. The tri-state area. Okay. Teresa S. Sully. I must go. You must go. Christy Love. Gemma. Hey, B. Brew. Why does the caller want to talk about? The caller wants to talk about the texts. But she's afraid of being attacked. I don't know. Pearls of Wisdom. Tina Osborne. Hello, hello, hello. Scooter, what's going on? You guys coming? Joe Glover. Hope. Tracy W. I can see you. Hey, Sandra. How are you? Heavenly Clouds. Hello. French Fry. Hi, J-Lo. You remind me of Anne Hathaway. Hope that's a compliment. Thank you, Elaine. Yeah, they say my daughter reminds them of Anne Hathaway too, so I guess it's... Okay, Scoots. Shannon Marie, hi. Jimmy's good. He was here a minute ago. You know what? That silly man better not have gone to the post office. He's doing much better. Yeah, you know, he's really not. I thought he'd be in a hell of a lot more pain. You know what I'm saying? He's really doing really well. Like today we got for the graduation, and he went. I've been driving. He likes to sit in the back of the van, but because he can like recline it back the way he wants with that, and then feel better about that. So driving him around like that has been good. Oh yeah, Rose. Oh yeah, Rose. He's not supposed to drive. No, that's what I'm saying. He better not be. He better not be at that post office unless he's walking, okay? That's what I'm saying, Kubi. He better not be. I told him that today. He goes, he said something like 48 hours and I can drive. And I said, no, 48 hours and you can shower, not drive. And he doesn't listen. But he better not be. Oh, he is. He wants to start walking around the lake with me. He said he wants to keep doing that. So we'll see if we can get him going there. But Scooter's ignoring us. Scooter! Is your guest coming? Hi, Carol Clark. FoxyBot has a quick story. FoxyBot never has a quick story. I'm sending that to you, Foxy, but I will fall down if FoxyBot has a quick story. Monica Williams, hello there. Yeah, go back, Joe Madre. It's Yo Madre. It's hard to, but I need Scooter. Thank you, Ruby-Ann. Jessica. You're supposed to be at your work. And you had to take the night off because your legs were killing you. I hope they feel better. Hi, Kirsten. Your husband pulled his hamstring. He was at work the next day. Okay, it's quick. I sent you the number. We'll put 3 minutes on the clock. Yeah, on my hips. I've never once heard FoxyBot tell a quick story. Yeah, just stay on top of Sneak. Yes, Christy, you've got it. You've got it. He's always pushing that envelope. You just trapped a black bee that was the size of an apple. Yikes, a black bee? That's horrible, Kubi. I don't know what a black bee is, but I don't think I want to. But you have scorpions too down there, right? We don't have scorpions, or I've never heard of black bees. Or do you mean a black beetle? Did you mean a black beetle? Maybe you meant a black beetle. So I've never seen a black bee. Especially one that was the size of a apple. Grab your coffee. Hey, Cami Notes. Lots of people missing as of now. I don't know what you mean. Do you mean out in missing people in the news, or you're saying missing people in here? What are you saying? Missing people where? Hi, Nanette. Hi, Nana Patty. Scooter. Scooter's ignoring us. Foxy, did you get the number? Well, it ain't 2 in the morning. No, it's not 2 in the morning. Well, did you get the number, Foxy? Because I sent it. I got a pregnancy pillow to help me sleep after my surgery, and it's been the best purchase ever. I have one of those pillows. Let me message Scooter and see what she's doing. Hi, Debbie. I said hi to you before. You didn't hear me. Hi, Jen B. Haven't seen you a long time. Jessica, Scooter is not scared. Let's not start a rumor. Scooter's not scared. Scooter is talking to someone that's scared to come up and say their truth for fear that they will be attacked. And hold on. One moment, please. Hi, Raina P. How are you? Hi, Pam W. Hi, Karen H. Oh, you're talking about that condo collapse? Yeah, that's a shame, isn't it, in Miami? That's a shame. Hi, Henny. Hi, Snow Bunny. Hi, Gail B. Snow Remover. My Four Seasons. Dana Soleil. Kevin Leonard, I said that. Kirsten, Tapered Fairy. Oh, someone's here. Is she here? Oh, that's FoxyBot, maybe. All right, I've got to grab this. I think that's FoxyBot.
DLD, Young Remover, my first season.
Foxy?
Yeah,
Okay,
hey, the boss.
just lower
Quick
your,
story.
yeah, but just mute your
Quick
YouTube.
story.
Just mute your YouTube though.
What? Oh, yeah, my YouTube.
Yeah, your
sorry.
YouTube.
Hang on. Okay, sorry.
That's okay.
All right, so last night when you were driving and, you laughed about your drive, I
Right.
got you beat.
Yeah.
Got you twice beat.
Twice beat?
My mother, my mom, she was down and we went down to Fort Worth. We were on a family vacation. And my daddy got her so freaked out, she bumped up on the sidewalk, okay? And she got turned around. So do not feel bad because I have been through exactly that now. Now my father was like, totally like, what are you doing? Now, then, so a few years ago, a week before he passed, we flew down to New Orleans. We
Yes,
were
right
doing
now I
well.
can see it.
Well, actually, we drove, and we were doing great. But then the car place kept us for 2 hours, so we ended up not getting until dark. So I don't know if you guys know it, because I don't know how many people have been down there, but they got trolley tracks down there.
Mm-hmm.
So it's been a long time since we've been driving down what I call T-Law, and I'm like, Daddy, we on the trolley tracks. Ooh, some cussing was going on. And he was like, don't disturb me while I'm driving. I was like, but Daddy, I'm on the trolley tracks. I'm afraid the trolley gotta come the other way and he's gonna hit us. Maybe we should get off. Will you just be quiet? You are upsetting me. So like last night, do not even feel bad about
Why
that.
don't I
thought
think
it was-
it's funny looking back, and I've had
It's hysterical.
Yeah.
You were stressed out, man.
good
You were
memories.
stressed out. Your
Remember
husband
Mom used to freak
had
out?
major surgery.
Yeah, so it was a
Those are my
stressful
two
day.
stories.
It was a stressful
It's
day.
quick story. See,
See,
I can do a
yeah.
quick story. It ain't 2:00 in the morning.
Right. Oh my gosh. And I don't know what Scooter's doing, but Scooter, I wish you'd let me know if you're coming or not. Because let's see. Hi, Nurse Bev. You lived in the city for years ago. Turned out of the rollerblading place and was driving on the wrong side of the 4-lane highway. Headlights. Oh my gosh, that's dangerous. Really bad, dangerous, crazy.
I want you to go to bed now.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna
Do
go for a
whatever
walk
you-
and go to bed because I'm gonna be like a
Go
zombie
to sleepy
in a minute.
sleep.
I'll be like be a zombie walk, in a minute. Yeah. So Scooter, are you gonna come or not? Just let me know. Let me
And
know.
I done paid off the voodoo lady, and she's done making them
Hi, Rosie
regrease
Posey
spells
Crafts.
for you.
I don't think I was just trying one thing. I asked Scooter if she wanted to issue a statement in case she didn't want to come up. Did she want to issue a statement? And that's all I'm trying to find out. And then she's very scared. This is pretty bad that you've got to be like this scared of these people for retaliation. But she already confirmed to Scooter that the messages were sent to Casbat because Casbat wanted them. Casbat said, I want all of your messages with Carolyn.
Well, I promised you I would keep it short, so I'm gonna
You
do
did
my
great.
best.
You really did.
A
I
do
know
to you,
nobody believes
A
it.
do
Nobody
to
believes-
me, and if we ever disagree, I'll feed you to the cocoa tree.
Yeah. Well, Moo has one over it. Well, it's an alligator, but
Okay, well look, I'm gonna let you go.
All
Go
right,
get you
thanks.
some
It was
sleep.
good to hear you, Foxybot. Thanks for calling in.
All right, bye bye.
Bye, girl. All right. Let's see what we are doing with. Scooter. Do, do, do. Do, 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 do. We're gonna wait 2 more minutes and see if there's a statement. Then I gotta go. I gotta go for a walk. I understood your driving anxiety. Thank you, Lucy's World. Thank you, Lucy's World. Lucy's World. Do 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 do. Lucy's World. Did anybody ever hear Spoxybot give us such a short story? Hi, Deidre. How are you? Did Jimmy break his arm? No, he had rotator cuff surgery for the third time in that arm? Second time? She's a hoot, isn't she, Fogarty? Terrible night vision, huh, Nurse Bev? Scooter, where are you? Me too, Tracy. I give up too. No. Yeah. Well, I'm going to say then goodbye, and I'm going to go for my walk, and then I'm going to take a nap, and then I will start calling back people, and I haven't gotten to emails, and I'm behind on everything. Thank you, Bella Mac, for the well wishes. Thank you all for the well wishes for Jimmy. I will extend them. I got to go find him where he is. Hi, Mama Ames. Led Zeppelin Girl. Everybody, love you guys. Thank you so much for your support. I want you guys to have the truth. If you ever have a question about something that you see, don't be afraid to email and ask me. Hi, Tracy Thomas and Nanette. Caroline, my brother was in the hospital for 2 miles. In that hospital for 2 this morning. Oh, you just retracted that. So your brother was in that hospital for 2 something this morning. But oh boy, I thought so. Thank you, Lisa. Anyway, all right, Hurricane Holly and everybody, I'll see you guys. Everybody have a good afternoon or evening, whatever it is. I'll see you later on, hopefully. All right? And if she has a statement that she gives to Scooter, we'll just give it tonight if she's going to do that, okay? Everybody, Michelle Barrow, everybody, Rose, everybody, bye-bye. See you later. So long. God bless. Prayers for all that need them. Prayers